Salute Goodbread wrestling friends. Today we got edition of Smackdown. So Smackdown kicked off in Toronto, and it kicked off with Cody entering the building, and he was flanked by two security guards who escorted him to his locker room, courtesy of the final boss. So that was very interesting. I like the little ripples they got going on there. Then it was followed by Trish Stratus making her entrance, and this is what I be hating on because New York do not have a hometown hero. So Trish came out to the ring, did her thing, and she probably gonna get interrupted by Nia Jax. But let me get back to the show and I'll keep y'all posted. Now, unbeknownst to everybody, I was all the way wrong. I thought Nia Jax would have interrupted the promo, but no. Out pops the United States Women's Champion, Chelsea Green and Piper Nevins, which ended up setting up a match between Chelsea Green and Tiffy Time, guys. So that was interesting. I see WWE big on these women's title for title matches. So they also got the NXT North American Champion going against the NXT Women's World Champion. So right now, I guess they rocking out with champions versus champions. So let's go see what happened with this, and we'll be right back, guys. So, guys, no, we wasn't completely wrong. Nia Jax didn't ruin the promo. She ruined the match. And what was looking like it was going to be a good match. Chelsea was getting in a lot of offense on Tiffy Time, and then out pops Nia Jax and Lil Minnie. I call her Lil Minnie, yo. Candice LeRae. I like her. I like little Candice LeRae. I even like this heel turn on Candice. I think that was a beautiful, beautiful move. And then after that segment, we go to Nick Aldis in the back, who's talking about the United States Championship. And he pretty much lays out the matches for tonight. So he got 6 men wrestling tonight in 3 matches. And then the winner of those matches is going to fight in a triple threat match, guys. So that was dope. And Solo Sikoa was named in one of those matches to go against Andrade, followed by the next segment, which was the Bloodline 2.0 segment. And you had Solo and you had Jacob. And, more tension, just more sarcasm. And Solo told Jacob that he want Jacob to take his spot in the United States shuffle thing tonight, because he doing everything to show Jacob that he loves Jacob. And again, we don't hear Jacob saying "I love you, Solo" anymore ever since Solo lost the match to Roman. So that's interesting. That's a definite interesting wrinkle. Also, if you peep how Solo looked to Tama Tonga, and they both looked like something is wrong here, something weird here. So that was crazy. But that match was followed by Jacob versus Andrade. Now, before we get to the match, we take a cut scene to the back, and it's Cody Rhodes in that locker room. And I mean, that locker room was decked out. It had mad wine, food, sushi, shrimps, lobster, crab legs, everything. And out pops R-Truth. R-Truth is TV, man. He's instant TV. He's something special. We got to put R-Truth in the vote. I mean, I really want to see him in a serious role, but I'm cool with this. R-Truth is the man, bro. R-Truth is the man. If you get a chance, go back and watch that segment. He is funny, bro. R-Truth is the man. Well, in any event, after that segment, we went to the match. And like I told you, Solo switched with Jacob. Jacob came out. Andrade came out. And this was going to be a good match, guys. I could tell you that from start. A great match. But it's obvious. We know now that they want to transition that United States title on Jacob. Now, I mean, we done got to a dead heat with this Shinsuke and LA Knight. So I'm be looking for LA Knight to win this little thing that they got going on here. And LA Knight gonna get in there with Shinsuke. He gonna beat Shinsuke, but he gonna be a transitional champion because his next feud definitely gonna be Jacob Fatu. And that's how I see it. So we'll be back with the results of the Jacob Fatu versus the Andrade match when we get back. All right, guys, so as we predicted, Jacob Fatu for the win. Impressive, and it was a pretty decent match. Not a long match, but it was a pretty good match, guys. And now that was followed by the tag team division, guys. Now, we know that recently Street Profits been showing up, wrecking house. So we finally got some answers because they got stopped in the back by Nick Aldis right before they was interrupted by Los Santos and his boys. So Nick Aldis asked them, like, what's up, guys? And to nobody's surprise, Montez told him. He said, hey, they attacked us. You promised us a tag team titles. They put us on the shelf for 3 months. What's up with them tag team title matches that you promised us? And we're not going to stop beating the whole roster up of tag teams until you give us that match. So right as he went to answer them, Santos and that squad, that stable, man. Which I ain't gonna front on them. I ain't gonna front. At first, I was like, oh man, but over the past few weeks and months, they have been looking good. They have been looking good in that ring. You know what I mean? But when you going against Pretty Deadly, come on now. Come on now. But in any event, so this set up the match for tonight, the Street Profits versus Los Santos boys. Now, we all thought we was getting a tag team match between the Street Profits and Los Santos boys, but that was not going to be the case. DIY came out, attacked the Street Profits on their way out, and then before you know it, every single team in the division came out, and they just had a brawl. And this gave me shades of that Elimination Chamber. Guys, remember that tag team Elimination Chamber? They should put them in the chamber. But I know we already have our men's chamber and we have our women's chamber, so that's out of the question. But they was giving me shades of that right there, guys, and it was good. It was a good pull-apart brawl. That's what they call it right there. So the tag team division in SmackDown is definitely heating up. And they got enough teams. They got a couple of teams. I didn't even realize they had all of these teams on SmackDown, but they got a nice amount of teams. And if they all stay healthy, they could really get a storyline. All they need is 2 storylines, but they got this one storyline going. And DIY, they stayed out. They started the brawl by attacking Street Profits, and then they ended up sitting there watching everybody go at it, yo. So that was crazy, but that was also a fun segment for the show. Guys, we take a cut scene to the Elimination Chamber pre-show with the girls, and Michael Cole asked Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez if they attacked Jade Cargill, and before they can answer, they was ambushed by Naomi and Bianca, and all hell broke loose, guys, and that set up a triple threat tag team match for tonight with Naomi, Bianca, and Bayley versus Liv, Raquel, and somebody else. I'll be right back with that person. All right, guys, so now let's unpack this very, very large segment. Drew Mack, he comes out, cuts his promo on the Elimination Chamber. He's focused on John Cena. And then he's cut off by Damian Priest. And then him and Damian, they revisit their WrestleMania experience and their Money in the Bank experience. And they're cut off by Seth Rollins. So now we got all 3 of the people that was in that incident. And Seth Rollins, I can't with Seth Rollins and the way he dressed. He came out looking like a red Aladdin. He looked like Aladdin in red tonight on Friday Night SmackDown. So he get the talking, he get the cutting up, and then out pops CM Punk. CM Punk comes out, and I mean, CM Punk, this one of his best promos. They had a ribbon session, guys. Everybody was just going at each other, and they was taking turns going at each other, and CM Punk was deadly on the mic. And I love what he told Damian Priest. He told Damian Priest he was going to be collateral damage. He don't got nothing against him. You know what I mean? It ain't personal. beautiful. He told Seth, you obsessed with me, and he told Drew that Drew's obsessed with him, but he's obsessed with WrestleMania. And then they go on, and he forgot that he's obsessed with Cena, because since Cena got into that chamber without having to qualify, CM Punk just been talking about Cena. So out pops John Cena. So we thought. Nope, Logan Paul. And when I tell you Logan Paul, he tries, but the crowd just won't give him a shot. The crowd won't give him a shot. So Logan cuts a promo, and he says some funny things, but his delivery on his promos is not the greatest. So Logan really got to work on his delivery. It's his punchlines. It's the way he deliver his promos. What he say is good, but it's the way he deliver it. So those guys go at it. He gets at CM Punk last, and then CM Punk goes towards him, because you remember last week he slapped CM Punk. So he referenced to that, and CM Punk leaned towards him saying, I'll come see you. I'll come show you how my jaw feel. And that pretty much closed that segment out. But a very good segment. Very good segment. Setting up for tomorrow's Elimination Chamber. That's going to be real good. And my predictions on the Chamber tomorrow, I see John Cena winning the Elimination Chamber. I also see Roman Reigns returning tomorrow to pay Seth Rollins back some dividends. Yes, sir. So, guys, that segment was followed by our United States qualifying match, which was LA Knight versus Santos Escobar. And this should be a good match, too. But I look for somebody to interrupt this. Solo might interrupt, or somebody might come down to screw LA Knight. No, in fact, we don't need LA Knight to lose this match, but LA Knight will definitely lose that triple threat match, because we know Jacob is looking like he's a strong contender for that triple threat match. But this should be an interesting match, though. Escobar is a good wrestler. I thought they was wasting Escobar at one point, but they was using Escobar to get the tag team over, and the tag team has been getting over, so that was good. So it's good to see Escobar back into some action. Unfortunately, I predict he's going to be taking an L for this one. LA Knight is going to move on to the triple threat match. That's going to happen later on tonight. So, guys, we'll be back with the results of that match. So, LA Knight, he defeats Santos Escobar as we predicted. And then that segment was followed by Sami Zayn, who invites Kevin Owens to the ring. And, of course, Kevin Owens did not come. He's not even in the arena. He's at the Rogers Center on the top rope, and he answers Sami Zayn's invitation. And then next thing you know, they start going. They have their little back and forth. They bring the family. They get the families involved. You know what I mean? They say they're not responsible for how the families supposed to feel after they do what they do to each other, and that nature. And then that segment, which was good. I'm not gonna say that it was a bad segment. It was all right. But that segment was followed by the match Melo, which is gonna be our last qualifying match for United States Triple Threat. So far we got LA Knight and we got Jacob in there. So next we got Melo versus Braun Strowman, guys. And these guys already feuded before, so this is going to be a continuation from their feud. Either Melo going to outsmart Braun, or Braun going to outpower and overpower Melo. So we'll see what's going on. But before they get into it, Cody was stopped in the back by The Miz, Mr. Hollywood himself. And of course, he tells Cody that Cody should take the deal. You know what I mean? But Cody, he's still trying to see what he gonna do. He don't know what he gonna do. So it's just as we predicted, squad. Melo found the way to outsmart Braun Strowman due to outside interference from the bloodline. Now, I don't know if Solo meant to do it, but that would have been a great strategy considering you got Jacob already in the triple threat match. You know, Braun Strowman is a huge threat if he makes it in that triple threat match. So you get him up out of there, and then that'll make a clear path for your boy Jacob. So how this was executed was, of course, Tama Tonga, he ended up taking the the brunt end of this attack. But so they attacked him outside. But they never got the ref never seen Solo and Tama hitting Braun Strowman, or that would have been a disqualification and Braun would have won. So what ended up happening is they went to attack Braun with the chair, but Braun snatched the chair and threw the chair in the ring while Carmelo was in the ring already. And then when Braun gets back in the ring, referee's still paying attention to the bloodline outside. Carmelo hits him with one of those old edge moves, guys, where he fronted like if Braun Strowman hit him with the chair. So he slapped the chair on the mat, and then he laid down and threw the chair at Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman caught it. Melo laid down. Classic swindle. He outsmarted the Giant. And that's why you don't need to do what AEW do and have the two of the same size individuals in the match. You can tell a David and Goliath story. You can tell David and Goliath story, and Goliath do not always have to win because he big. No. That was great execution, great storytelling on that match, and it was quick. It was quick, and we moved right along with the show, guys. And moving right along, we getting into our our 6-man tag match, our 6-woman tag team match, and that was between Roxanne Perez. How could I forget Roxanne the Prodigy, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, and they going against Bayley, Naomi, and Bianca Belair. I look for Jade Cargill to make her splash return tonight. In fact, guys, so we're going to get on, watch that, and I'll be back with the results of that match. Hopefully I'm right, and hopefully when I return, I'll be telling y'all Jade Cargill came back. And this is what the F I'm talking about WWE and this storyline right here. This specific storyline is dragging too much because, of course, Jade did not return, guys. Great match. Hell of a match. 6-man tag team match. This was a hell of a match for the women's because they be clunky. The more women you put in that ring, the clunkier the match become. But this was a good match. Naomi did what she had to do. I think we got another nip slip, though, with Raquel Rodriguez. I'm going to go back and check, but I could have sworn we had another nip slip. She tried to slip it on back in there. You know what I mean? I tell y'all, these women need to go to the Saudi Arabia. What they wear in Saudi, that's what they need to wear regular over here in America. You know what I mean? But yes, no Jade Cargill. The storyline getting stale. They did not have the bookend for this storyline corrected. They are booking this storyline on the fly, and it's going to end up just like that Rikishi, Stone Cold, Triple H debacle, where we had to make it like if Triple H was the person because Rikishi didn't get over. The person we wanted it to be did not get over, so we had to call an audible and go with Triple H. That's what they doing with this storyline, guys. They doing this with the storyline. And I had news earlier that broke that Jade Cargill is going to be coming back tonight. And she wasn't even going to come back to attack Naomi and Bianca. She's going to come back to try to earn her spot at the tag team titles. And it's going to be 3 of them saying who should be the tag team champions. So that didn't go down, though, in any event. But I heard Jade is definitely ready for individual action. So hopefully we'll see her at the Elimination Chamber. And if not, then they could get rid of this storyline. I don't care. If we don't see Jade Cargill, mark my words, guys. You're hearing it first here at Goodbread Wrestling, a.k.a. the Figure 4 TV. If we don't see Jade Cargill at the Elimination Chamber, I am off this whole storyline, guys. All right. So that match ended with Roxanne Perez, who is on fire, guys. Roxanne, she got the pin on Bayley, and out pops Alexa Bliss to make the completion of all of the participants in the Women's Elimination Chamber match. So she hit Roxanne with the Sister Abigail, and that ended that segment, yo. Very good segment. Followed by Charlotte, who had a promo on Tiffy Time. Very good promo. You know, Charlotte is the queen, bro. The IWC fronting on Charlotte right now, bro. They fronting on Charlotte, but Charlotte is the queen. Charlotte is the greatest women's wrestler of all times. Remember when you heard that first as well. But in any event, she cut her promo, and then we got ourselves ready for the United States triple threat match between LA Knight, Jacob Fatu, and him, Mello. So this should be a good match, guys. So I'm going to watch that match, and I'm going to come back with the results. Now we start getting ready for the main event, guys. So we go right into a Shinsuke promo, and Shinsuke promos is always well done. Nice placement for this one, because it's right before our triple threat match, guys. So I want y'all to peep how Solo came halfway to the ring with Jacob, but he didn't let Tama Tonga go all the way down the aisle into the ring with Jacob. They weren't with Jacob. They weren't present with Jacob in this match right here. They got Jacob to this point, and they let him go off on his own. So now, Jacob, next week, he going to be like, it's my fault again. So now Jacob, his hype is coming down now. His hype got to come down now because he can't go as Solo like if Solo the only loser no more. So peep that ripple that's going on between them two. Them two is going to come ahead. And just like we predicted, guys, LA Knight won because remember, we know that Jacob is being groomed to become the United States champion. But they will never put a heel versus a heel. And if you remember, when Shinsuke was in there and then the Bloodline stormed the ring right after they lost a couple while backs, right before Solo dipped off, they did not want no smoke with Shinsuke Nakamura. They cleared the ring of everybody. They looked at Shinsuke, and Shinsuke was like, what's up? And then he backed out with the green mist coming out his mouth. Remember that? So they already bumped heads, but they will never put a bad guy versus a bad guy. So now they got to let LA Knight get his title back and trust and believe Jacob coming back for his revenge because LA Knight stole this win, y'all. LA Knight straight up and down stole this win. And that got us in for our main event promo. We had a main event match, and then we had a main event promo. And we got a chance to hear Cody talk about this Rock thing. And I like the way they use Michael Cole to amp this thing up and to get Cody hype and tell him what he's missing out on if he turn the Rock down. Also, guys, Rock pulled up via satellite, via Titantron. He was on the Titantron. He was on a big screen, the jumbo screen, Jumbotron they call it, right? He was on that, and he gave Cody a truck. He delivered Cody a truck as a gift. Had Cody's logos all over it. It looked real good, real good. Cody can't front. Cody know he wouldn't take that truck. But throughout the whole night, they had people asking Cody what he going to do because he also had a segment with CM Punk, one of the realest segments that he had with anybody tonight. And CM Punk told him, like, y'all have been took that. But CM Punk warned him, do not sell your soul, boy. Don't sell your soul. But let's get back to this Rock promo, guys. Remember, Rock and Cody went away about 2 months ago to film some stuff before The Rock went to his movie. So all roads are leading to what we thought it was. Rock never was going to miss WrestleMania. Rock is playing games right now, yo. But he never was going to miss WrestleMania. And obviously, Meltzer was wrong. Meltzer was wrong. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But The Rock, he said something interesting in this promo here, guys. He put together a lot of clues. Remember them hand signals he gave us when he came out at Bad Blood? He did that same hand signal tonight, guys. He also talked about Break My Heart when he told Cody, don't break my heart again. He explained what he meant by that tonight, guys. And he had that belt. He had that weightlifting belt, that back brace belt that had Cody's dad, the death of Cody's dad on that belt. So a lot of loose ends in their storyline was tied tonight, if you picked up on it, guys. So that was the show. And SmackDown 3 hours don't be feeling like 3 hours, to be honest with you. This was a good show. SmackDown was better than Raw to me. SmackDown tied up a lot of loose ends right before tomorrow's Elimination Chamber, PLE. And I think SmackDown did a very good job. Very good job. A lot of clues, a lot of ripples in this show, guys. So y'all go back and check it out if you get a chance. Like, share, and subscribe only if you're a wrestling fan. If you're not a wrestling fan, if you're not a Goodbread wrestling fan, then you don't have to subscribe. Thank you for your support anyway. But I'll see you guys around.
This is a wreck. He's moving like an uncaged animal.
No lie, he's wild in there.